As we get ready to get this thing underway, again, we appreciate everybody tuning into this thing as we get the playoffs going. And I gotta say right now, as far as the playoffs are concerned, we've done playoffs for the NCL. It's been some fun playoff games. This is a season that I see quite a bit of, different teams in the postseason. So I'm definitely intrigued to see what is going to happen throughout this game. But again, let me know in the chat who you guys are picking to win this game. As again, this should be a fun one, no question about it. We got a couple games that have already been played as well too. We'll talk a little bit about those as well in just a moment. But without further ado, AFC Wildcard round about to go down as kickoff is going down here in LA. As we get Bean and Dragon getting this thing going. And again, this should be a fun game to say the least. Again, let us know in the chat what you guys are thinking about this game as kickoff is going down right about now. And the Chargers fumble the football, but the ball goes out of bounds, and they maintain possession. Man, you talk about a blessing. It almost started off on a bad note, but they kicked it out of bounds. So C.J. Stroud getting started here as he will hand it off in a solid run to start the day here for Josh Jacobs. So 1st and 10 coming up here. C.J. Stroud in the regular season, he had 3,958 yards, 34 touchdowns, only 14 picks on the year. And a very good season for C.J. Stroud. Did not turn the ball over a ton, as that is handed off as well. And Jacobs will get about 4 this time on the play, and that'll bring it down to a 2nd down. 5th-ranked offense in the league, averaging 31 points a game. And a 2nd down. Stroud back for the pass, stays in the pocket, and that is almost picked off. And that'll bring it down to a 3rd down. So 3rd down coming up. Third and 6 now here at the 48-yard line. And Stroud again back for the pass. And a good pancake block, and look at that! Wide open into the end zone for the game's first touchdown! Jameson Williams wide open on the play, and to say the least, an easy drive for Dragon and the Chargers. The pancake block on the left side here, 72. Look at that block. Just knocked about the box. And they just could not keep up with Jameson Williams as he ends up being wide open. So here comes Bean and the Ravens, as he's going to get the gain down to the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. As J.J. McCarthy is going to get things going here. And apologies, but it looks like the graphic doesn't want to work for a second here, but we'll talk about his stats in just a moment. But right now, we'll talk about that big run by McCarthy, which he gets 20 yards, and he does get the 1st down on the play. J.J. McCarthy had 3,417 yards, 28 touchdowns, and 20 picks on the year. And that's going to be handed off and gets 2 this time on the play. So McCarthy with a run, and now Saquon with a run. And that'll bring it out to a 2nd down. Watch Shakir there in the slot. This is a offense that struggled all year. But right now they're not struggling, as Saquon will get the catch And he gets down to the 29-yard line and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 coming up. This is a 12th ranked offense. So when I say struggle, I'm not saying it in a sense of a team that has a hard time necessarily driving the football. But he's had moments. Obviously, we're throwing a ton of interceptions. It's definitely hurt him. And that's going to go down there. He's not getting that issue right now as he does get a 1st and goal now to 4. And that is going to go down for Saquon, and that'll bring it down to a 2nd down coming up. All right, Pats, I was definitely going to get an opportunity to mention that. And that is a nice touch right there. And the Ravens, they respond with a big-time touchdown. So a tie ball game is 7 apiece. Ravens lost in week 12, actually, our Pats. They did lose to the Chargers by a final count of 38-24 in week 12. But obviously right now we got a tie ball game, and it's like a good ball game so far here in this wild card round between Bean and Dragon here on Snypz TV Gaming. Again, thank y'all so much for tuning in on a busy night here tonight. We got 2 more games to be popping off. The next game is going to be the PML Super Bowl. That'll be at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and then we'll cap off the night at 10:30 p.m. with the Force Madden League Super Bowl. So we got 2 Super Bowls coming up after this. Again on a busy Friday night here on Snypz TV Gaming. 2nd down and 5 coming up here at the 34. Hand off to Jacobs again. He'll break to the outside, and there he goes. Running to the crib like his name was search warrant. TTC to the crib for the touchdown. Josh Jacobs making them pay early on the ground. As the Chargers are doing just that, lighten them up early. As the kick is up and it is money. Josh Jacobs, perfect blocking across the board. As you can see, everybody chipped up, and he's able to break to the outside. That was the lone person that was going to be able to make that tackle to stop him, and he got the perfect angle, and that was all she wrote for Dragon. So here come the Ravens as they get things going for a 2nd time around. So far, so good for both teams. They're able to get touchdowns early. 1st and 10 here at the 26-yard line. Hands it off to Barkley. Barkley breaks it outside. Nice cut. One guy to beat. And looks like he does get the first on the run. So a 1st and 10 coming up here at the 42-yard line. 16-yard gain on the play, and now McCarthy again with the handoff to Barkley, and this time Barkley is stuffed for only a 2-yard gain on the play. 2nd down and 8 here at the 43-yard line. Big shout out to my guy Derek in the building. Good to see you. Said potential high-scoring affair. So far, you're correct. No question about it. 1 minute remaining. And the jet pass outside will get the 1st down and then some. He might take this thing as well, but they got a great angle to get the 1st down tackle. 1st and 10 now here at the 23 with under a minute remaining. Clock continuing to tick. McCarthy comes out in the gun set as the clock keeps going. Cole Kmet on your right side slot. Hands it off to Barkley. Barkley dancing the night up the middle and gets 9 on the play. 2nd down and 1 here at the 13-yard line. And probably the final play of the quarter coming up here. And he'll hand it off to Barkley again, but he will get stuffed. And that'll do it for the first quarter. First quarter officially in the books. Good ball game here so far. 14-7 Dragon on top right now with these Chargers against Bean and the Ravens as we get this second quarter underway here in this AFC Wildcard round. So second quarter coming up. Big shout out to Cody in the building. Good to see you. And big shout out to Saquon. Continuing to run the football effectively, and it's a first and goal here at the 2. Comes out in the no huddle. He likes what he sees. Hands it off quickly. Good cut inside. And Saquon Barkley punches in another Ravens touchdown. So we gotta say right now, it's been the Saquon show so far for Bean as he ties the ball game up after the extra point. But it's been the Saquon Barkley show here so far in this game. Came out in the no huddle and getting some good juke moves going throughout this game. We are tied up at 14 apiece. Chargers getting a solid run back. He finally goes out of bounds at the 42-yard line. First and 10 coming up. C.J. Stroud getting back to work once again. Launches that up there to Jameson Williams, and he will catch it again. And Jameson Williams punches in a one-play hitter-quitter with another big-time touchdown. I mean, listen, it's pretty simple. When you have one-on-one with Jameson Williams, you simply run a streak, and 9 times out of 10, he is going to beat you. And he did it there once again. One play shot on a first and 10, no safety help, and that is all he needed. Jay Will with the big tutty, his second of the game. And a 21-14 lead here with plenty of time remaining here the first half. So first and 10 coming up. Barkley continuing to dance his way close to the first down marker. And we'll bring it down to a second down. Hands it off again to Barkley, and Barkley will get the first down on the play. So first and 10 coming up. Blitz comes straight through, and he loses 9 as Uche will get in there for his first sack of the game. And a first and 10 now. Excuse me, a second and 19, apologies. Back to the pass again. Blitz almost got in there, and this got picked up this time. He forces the bad pass.
Thank you very much.
That's just a bad attempt here. Threw that a little too early. Defense was sitting right there. He shouldn't have threw it there at all whatsoever. But nonetheless, Chargers back to work here on offense with C.J. Stroud. Josh Jacobs, he'll get to the outside, but a flag on the play. And it might be coming back, and it is. One of the games that were played were the 49ers and the Eagles, a close matchup, but the Niners pull it off 29-23. As Jacobs will get another carry here. Good cut. And won't get a whole lot. Brings it to a second down and 15 coming up. As you can see, Jameis Winston with 3 interceptions on the day. Both of the quarterbacks with a lot of picks throughout the day. But again, a close affair here in the wild card. The bottom line is just got to win the game. It's as simple as that. And hits him out of bounds here at the 43-yard line. We're bringing down to a 3rd down and 7. Our Pats is saying that the Jets and the Dolphins will be starting for a 3rd time around. Last time we saw the Jets and Dolphins, the Dolphins dominated the Jets 45-14 in the Week 18 game of the week. And he'll take off here, but never mind. He does get the check down for the 1st down here at the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. Three tight ends set this time for the Chargers. And Jacobs with another carry will gain about 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7. Under 3 minutes left here in the 1st half. So 2nd down and 7 here at the 30-yard line. Back for the pass. And decides to take off here with Stroud. And Stroud will slide just in time to get the 1st down. 1st and 10 now here at the 18. So 1st down. As we hit the 2-minute warning officially. There it is. 2-minute warning. 21-14 game here. Chargers in front. Big shout out to Ant in the building. Good to see you. Just coming in talking to Bean. Tell him to lock in a little bit. Gets a great block here. And Jacobs will gain about 3. So a 2nd down and 7. Once again, packed night here tonight on Snypz TV Gaming. We got 2 more Super Bowls that are about to be taking place. One at 8:30, one at 10:30. All Eastern time for those times. It's the handoff here. We'll go down. It'll bring it now to a 3rd down and 7. So 3rd and 7. We're at the 15-yard line as Stroud is in place. Good protection. That's going to be caught, and he'll get another 1st down catch on the play. 1st and goal now coming up. Now here at the 4-yard line. Fantastic start for the Chargers offense. And he'll hand it off again here, but this time goes down, only gets a yard on the play. And we'll bring it now to a 2nd down as Hayden Hurst is now out for the game in the playoffs. That's going to be tough. As we get to a 2nd down. Hands it off again, breaks to the outside, and he is going to be stuffed again. Now it's a 3rd down, another timeout called. And apologies, guys, I had to switch my mic up real quick. Looks like my mic was going dead for a second, so I gotta fix some things up and I'll get back to my headset mic. But in the meantime, switching up to the studio mic real quick. So 3rd down and goal. As he hands it off, and Jacobs will make it look easy. Punching in another touchdown. You said it sounds like a robot. Hold on 1 second. I definitely don't need the mic sound like a robot. Give me a second, guys. Being now down by 14 points. It is a robot. Okay, give me a second. I'm fixing my mic. Give me a second. All right, guys, do I sound a little bit better now? Let me know. Do I sound a little bit better now? Let me know in the chat. Oh, gosh, he's launching that thing up. And that is picked off. And it is all going bad right now for Dragon.
Thank you very much.
Or should I say for Bean. Does it still sound like that right now? All right, I'm good now. Okay, I just want to make sure. All right, perfect. That's what I wanted to make sure of. All right. All right, first half officially in the books. Thank you, JR. Appreciate you, brother. So the Chargers up by 14. Now, I got to say this right now. Look, Bean has got to... He's got to get things in order here offensively. I mean, a couple bad throws, and it looks like right now, I think for right now, the biggest thing right now is Bean right now is he gets a holding call here, so it's going to be a 1st and 20 instead. But right now, the issue with Bean, and I'm looking at how he's making these play calls right now. It's a lot of just quick play calls, and that's going to be a loss, or actually no gain. He got blessed on that one. 2nd down and 20. But it's a lot of just quickly making calls. He's not, it doesn't seem like he's got a scheme right now, offensively. It seems more of like he's coming out and really just trying to run a lot of things that, you know, most people will run. And he's not paying attention to the scheme that he has to run against the Chargers. And I think that's his primary issue right now. That is why he is currently losing by 14. And he's had a couple turnovers already. As that's going to be caught. That's a tough catch. He'll get the first and keep rolling. Run out of the crib like his name was search warrant. TTC to the crib for a much-needed touchdown. Cole Kmet. He needed that touchdown like I need water out here in the Arizona desert. And he got it. Now down by 7. And even this throw here, it's in traffic, but the animation monster strikes. And a lot of missed tackles. 2 missed tackles to be exact. And that's a big Cole Kmet touchdown. So now the Chargers back to work. Up by 7 points right now, 1st and 10. As CJ Stroud gets back to work here. Back for the pass here, launches that. That's going to be hit. And gets knocked down for a 7-yard gain on the play. 2nd down and 3 coming up. All right, Pats, I have been streaming, yes. I've only done like maybe 1 game a day. Today I'm doing 3 games. So like I said, and I've told you guys in the past, for you guys that do tune in, we're on the slow part of the Madden season, but We're going to start picking up, especially after Thursday. No, well, excuse me, I should say after the draft is fully complete on Sunday. We'll start to pick up again because we're going to have a lot of leagues kind of revamping and waiting for the draft to finish so that way they can have all of the rookies and everything in the draft in the game as well, too. So definitely stay tuned. We're going to be busy again in the next week or two. But today we're definitely busy with 3 games, and that is a tough throw. And Dragon forced that one. And now the Ravens, they have an opportunity to do something special here, which is simply tie the game up.
Thank you very much.
Great pick. And now Bean has an opportunity to tie this ball game up. 1st and 10 coming up as Barkley will get the carry, breaks to the outside, and continues to dance his way. Saquon is staying upright like crazy and ends up getting a 6-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 4 now coming up. Our Pat's asking me Warriors or Rockets. I'm going to take Warriors right now, man, just because of the experience that the Warriors have. Good trip up there. That'll bring it to a 3rd and 3. Just because of the experience that the Warriors have, I'm going to take the Warriors. Although I like that Rockets team. I think that Rockets team in the next 2 to 3 years, I think they're going to bring a championship home. I really do. I think they're going to bring a championship back to Houston. That's a good team. Barkley with the carry stays upright, and it's a 4th and 2 now. And now decision-making time here for Baltimore. He's at the 30. He can attempt a field goal here and make the game just a tad bit closer, but looks like he's going to go ahead and go for it here on 4th and 2. And this is a call for the ages right here. 4th and 2 here for McCarthy. Quick pass, and that is caught for the 1st down. He threw it in traffic. And Cole Kmet, he makes the catch. That is a heck of a tough catch. And now Barkley continuing to run the football effectively for an 8-yard gain. And a 2nd down and 2. Comes out to no huddle. McCarthy, will get down to the 13-yard line. Will bring it down to a 3rd and inches coming up. Right back out in no huddle again. And it's time to hand off. Barkley gets the 1st. And pushes his way down to the 8. A 1st and goal now coming up. 1:10 remaining here in the 3rd quarter of this AFC Wildcard round. 2nd down and goal coming up. Walking out the calls here, back for the pass again, and corner play caught, and that is Cole Kmet's 2nd touchdown. Bean has clawed his way back into this ball game, and with 31 seconds left, it is a tie game at 28. What a fight. Bean was down 14 points, and he has made the comeback that he needed to make. And we didn't mean to go back to that one. We wanted to get the touchdown pass. 1st and 10 coming up. One other game as well that was played were the Bills and the Colts, as the Buffalo Bills, they go into Indianapolis and get a big win, 36-30, the final count in that ball game. We'll talk about the stats in just a moment as Josh Jacobs will get a carry here, and he gets knocked down, brings it to a 2nd down and 5 coming up. Tua Tagovailoa with 303 yards, 2 interceptions. He had 3 tutties though as well. And Joe Mixon with a touchdown also. Evan Ingram with 5 catches for $140 and a touchdown. Filled the Bills. He was absolutely special here today. Ends up getting a 6-point game as the 3rd quarter is in the books. It's official. Like a ref with a whistle, guys, we are in the 4th quarter. It's showtime and go time between the Ravens and the Chargers. Winner moves on to the divisional round And we'll see who squares off against who as we get to this fourth quarter. 2nd and 5. I form set here. Hands it to Jacobs. Continues to keep this running game intact. And he is tripped up down to the 38-yard line and bring it down to a 3rd and 2. Comes out in no huddle. Let's see if he keeps the same outside presence. He's worked that stretch today with Josh Jacobs. He's been very effective with it. And this time he's going to pass the football on 3rd down and gets hit, and it brings it to 4th. Obviously, in certain situations, you try to stick with what works, but right there, did not come back out and run the same play, and now he's got to punt the football out. Good kick. That's knocked down to the 16-yard line. So, Dragon couldn't get anything going. Once again, Bean continues to be effective on the defensive side. And Bean's going to hand it off here. Barkley will get nothing on the play. It'll bring it out to a 2nd down and 10 coming up. McCarthy comes out in the gun set. Shakir in the slot. Raymond on your left side. The screen pass there to Barkley is going to be caught. And he will get the 1st down as he gets a nice little spin cycle there, and that puts McCarthy over 200 yards passing. 1st and 10 now here at the 27-yard line. .520 remaining here in the game. And launches that one, and Kmet with another huge catch, but this time it's only a 2-yard gain on the play and a 2nd down and 8. Jet pass, cuts it inside. Good job there, and Shakir gets that much closer. 3rd down and 1 here at the 36. Comes out here in the no huddle. Hands it off, and Barkley is stuffed. He loses 2 on the play, and a 4th and 3 coming up. Now decision here for Bean. He's fought his way and he's tied the game up. He doesn't want to make a mistake here, so hopefully he does punt it out. And he will not. Not a good play. Not a good play at all. You just gave the Chargers at least field goal range now, and it's a 1st and 10 here at the 34. Your defense has played extremely well. You got to punt that ball out and let your defense go back to work again. But now he's got an opportunity to score once again as he does get a yard on the run. And it's a 2nd down and 9 coming up. Now he goes down, and that knocks him back to the 40. That makes the kick even tougher. We have 3 minutes left in the game. 3rd and 16. Stroud again back. Good protection. Let's see what he's got, though. Oh, he had him. And he decides to throw it anyway, and that's going to be a 4th and 16. If he had saw that a little bit earlier, he might have had a tutty. 4th and 16, and he's going to try the long field goal try. So 57-yard shot. He's got to get all of this boot. And that's going to be blocked. So we stay tied at 28 apiece. And the Ravens and Bean, they have an opportunity now to finish this game. Let's see what they do here as Barkley has been so effective here today. We'll get him another 2nd down and 5 as you gotta expect you're gonna get a heavy dose of Saquon here because he can get in the field goal range. Here comes Barkley again. And Barkley knocked down for a 2-yard gain to bring it to a 3rd and 3. That's gonna bring us to the 2-minute warning in this one. 3rd down and 3 coming up. Back for the pass here, and caught for the first at the 39-yard line. And the Ravens and Bean, they now have a shot at winning this ball game. 1st and 10 here at the 39. Back for the pass again, rolls out, and that's caught by Kmet. Cole Kmet will punch in a possible game-winning touchdown. Cole Kmet with the trifecta. The hat trick, if you will. 7-point game. What a comeback, I should say, from Bean, as he throws it on the run and delivers a dot. (35-28). The Chargers, who were up by 14, has just given up 21 unanswered points. And now Dragon has got to get that fire lit now. Back for the pass here, gets the check down to Jacobs, and he'll get about 9. 1:15 left in this ball game. Clock continuing to tick here. Both teams at all their timeouts remaining in the game. 2nd down and 1 here at the 39-yard line. Back for the pass, good protection. And he's going to launch it up, Jameson Williams. You cannot deny it, but he drops it! Jameson Williams wide open. He got what he wanted, but that's a great job by the defense in getting the hit in the process and breaking it up. 3rd down. Back for the pass. And I'll tell you what, that blitz was coming. There's no question about it. It's a 4th down situation now. He had Jameson Williams, though, too, even doubled, but that pressure came way too quick, and he was not going to be able to get that ball off at all. A great job in getting the pressure there, and now he's got to lock in with 42 seconds left. Empty set here for Stroud. Blitz coming off the edge. There he goes, and there's a catch! And it just like that, it's not J-Mo this time! But nonetheless, it is a big-time touchdown! Mason Tipton with the tutty. And is he going? No, he's not going to go for 2. He's going to shoot for the 1. And it's tied up. Mason Tipton in the slot. Wow. What a game. So we might be heading to overtime, folks. This has been one heck of a ball game here today. Chargers finally, after 21 unanswered points, able to put some points on the board. Now the Ravens, all they need is a field goal. Hands it off to Barkley. Barkley gets to the outside. And Barkley stays upright. And finally knocked down, and he will call a timeout on the play. Saquon Barkley has been different in this game. Couple break tackles here and staying upright. 1st and 10 here. And big hit on the play. Gets only 5. And he calls his 2nd timeout. Second and 5 here at the 42-yard line. He's got a couple crossers there, and that's going to be caught. And he goes down. Oh, he didn't get touched. He gets in field goal range. Curtis Samuel was not touched. He goes down, and no, he's not touched. That is a correct call. And he's able to get about 3 extra yards after that, and that puts him in field goal range. Bean could win the ball game. 11 seconds left. No timeouts remaining. He cannot take a sack here. He's playing the outside. He's got to throw it away, and he does. 6 seconds left. And he's going to try his field goal. He's got to here right now. And here it comes. 50-yard shot here to possibly win the game if you are the Ravens. Here we go. Kick is up, and it just goes through! With 2 seconds left. The ice didn't work for Dragon. And a 3-point game. As Bean might walk out with a victory here today. And he touched the ball, and that might do it. And there it is. It is a done deal. What a game in this one, folks. A fantastic finish. And what a game today for Bean and the Ravens. One heck of a comeback for the Ravens here today. 38-35. Thanks to the big-time field goal that barely went in. Wow. What a game. What a game, folks. Final count in this one, 38-35. In a banger of a ball game here. Bean makes the comeback, and he completes the comeback, and he moves on to the divisional round. This is going to be an interesting affair come the divisional rounds, guys. It really is. It is going to definitely be very interesting in the divisionals. Man, that was a heck of a ball game. Our Pat saying 21-7 Dolphins at the half. Dolphins dominated the Jets in the last game a couple days ago in Week 18, and man, looks like Dolphins are going to move on as well too. So if you kind of look at everything right now, matter of fact, yeah, if you look at everything right now, obviously the Bengals, they're the number 1 seed in the AFC, so they're waiting. Chargers, the number 2 seed, just lost. Okay, the number 2 seed just lost. All right, so stick a fork in that game. So it looks like right now, being that the Ravens, they're the number 7 seed. So bottom line, Ravens go on to meet the Cincinnati Bengals in the divisional round. So that's official. That's done. It'll be Bengals and Ravens, another division matchup for the Ravens. So this is going to be, again, another interesting situation because obviously these are division games, and the Ravens, they lost in week 5 to the Bengals, and then in week number 10 they lost as well. They barely lost that game. They only lost that game by 2 points. So it's very hard to beat somebody 3 times in the same season. So will it happen? We'll see, guys. We'll definitely see. But look, with that being said, guys, look, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I believe we will not see you back here on Snypz TV Gaming until the AFC Championship and the NFC Championship games. So until then, guys, we got other games here. We'll see what happens. So with that being said, guys, we appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Thank y'all so much. Don't forget, at 8:30 p.m., we do have the PML Super Bowl that'll be taking place. That should be a lot of fun as well, too. We're going to go ahead and go get ready for that. And with that being said, 2 more games left here on Snypz TV Gaming tonight. So hope you guys come through and show some support if you can. If not, I definitely appreciate you guys showing support here today. Anyway, with that being said, it's your boy Snypz. Take care, be blessed, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. We're out, y'all. Slide, folks.